Ladies, gentlemen, and young ladies, Kim Jong-un has spiraled out of control. Kim Jong-un panics the Pentagon. What he did just a few hours ago before Donald's visit Trump on the Asian side, it is unimaginable. It was unimaginable. America can't believe it. The West, the Cadon, can't believe it. Kim Jong, that is to say, it is this gentleman. He acts, it's inexplicable. Kim Jong has done it again. This gentleman that you see there, he is determined to impose its authority against the United States of America. He is determined to show America that we will have to respect North Korea. No, I'm overwhelmed. Myself, yeah, a big up to Kim Jong H. Yes, what did he do before the arrival of Donald Trump? Here comes Kim Jong-un, who gave instructions for arms to his army. They have a whole new nuclear ballistic missile, with a nuclear warhead. No, share this with me first video conference. Share the video as much as possible. Share in all groups, please. Share. I'm going to see a lot of shares. Kim Jong gave firm instructions to his army. We have a type of missile, ballistic, no, very, very long range, no short range. So it's average carried with a nuclear warhead, extremely precise. That's what he ordered to be fired. He ordered this missile to be fired, but he did not order to shoot. There, he ordered a shot to be taken trial. They shot in the Sea of Japan. Yes, but it is the panic. The American president is said to be coming in Asia, and then him. It's the perfect time for him to fire a shot nuclear, a ballistic missile. So it's not a random shot, it's a provocative shot. This shot is extremely significant. Ladies and gentlemen, within the framework of this geopolitical conference dedicated to world news, of course, is this news that we are going to talk about. Well, obviously, before continuing the conference, I ask you to share as much as possible in all groups. Put a lot of likes for security above all, and don't hesitate, especially not to leave your differences, reviews in the comments. Let's go into the depths. Yes. So, it's a missile to welcome Donald Trump, a missile that was fired to welcome Donald Trump. It's a strategic message from Pyongyang. And so it must be said that it's a few hours, depending on official information, a few hours before Donald Trump's visit in Nazi North Korea carried out a new missile test launch ballistic. According to the KCNA agency, the operation was personally supervised by Kim Jong-un. He himself was there, he supervised. That is to say, to reassure ourselves that these elements will not neglect. It is necessary that this be fired and the shot is successful long before the arrival of Donald Trump, because obviously the aim of the shot of the missile was to welcome Donald Trump. So what should we say? The shot was fired yesterday, October 21st, 2025, according to the chief South Korean General Staff. This is the South Korea providing the information. So although the exact missile type has not been determined, but according to the analysts, it would certainly be of a Hwasong CSB type missile, an intermediate ballistic missile solid propellant. There you go. So, or else it would be a one missile derived, but which is close to this missile. It is equipped with a trajectory warhead, almost hypersonic. When we talk of warhead, it must already be understood that it's nuclear. By the way, it's the nuclear. So the estimated capacity, it is a potential scope, several thousands of kilometers. And the propulsion of this missile, according to experts, it is probably a fuel propulsion solid, which increases the reactivity of the launch and stealth. So Logiev could be designed, Sonif could be designed to be maneuvered via a vehicle sliding back. So HGV making missile defense more difficult. So then, according to the statements by the Chief of Staff South Korean, the missile was launched towards the east, probably from a region North Korea's interior, towards the waters eastern, so towards the Sea of Japan and the peninsula. And so altitude, speed, and range exact remains unconfirmed publicly. North Korea itself has not communicated on this. It is Korea South which communicates. And you know that South Korea controls regularly North Korea. So here are a few characteristics of the missile. And so it must be said that the missile who was shot would have traveled the missile. The missile had to travel up to 800 kilometers. 800 kilometers, more than 800 kilometers before falling back into the Sea of Japan. So in clear terms, it is not a random provocation, but it is a coded signal. Pyongyang wants to impose itself on Donald's agenda, Trump, and obviously he is to do it. How to understand? How imagine that it is just on the eve of arrival. Donald Trump's North Korea launches the missile, but it's for disturb Donald Trump's mind. It means, well, listen, if you come, you have to expecting anything at any time. It's to say that we are a power nuclear. At any time, we can launch warheads there. We have missiles that can go further. So this will already impact the Donald Trump's morale will begin to be afraid. It must also be said that its security at the level of Asia will be strengthened like never before. There you go. And even believe it if he will have the courage to leave, since what happened there, it really is fear. Who knows Kim's intentions? Jong-un? Does Kim Jong-un plans to bomb him when he arrives? So, but in clear terms, it is a political and military warning. Kim Jong-un simply wants to remind that the Democratic People's Republic Korea is a nuclear power untouchable. So Donald Trump in Asia, he must see his speech, because if he tries a speech that does not please Kim Jong-un, the Sir risks ordering. There, it is a third of a trial. That means they have a lot in their game. And so the regime claims that the United States must recognize parity strategic. Here is what that North Korea claims. United States must recognize parity strategic if they want to dialogue. And the test also shows progress recent industry technologies North Korean military. So it was also a way to intimidate, to scare Donald Trump and show America then the news North Korean military technologies are expanding. So here's the headline news, ladies and gentlemen. I will come back to you soon. On time with news information. It was obviously the voice from your humble servant, the Samurai.